Greetings. Today I want to take you on a journey from Egypt to Canaan. As a matter of fact, it's from the desert, the barren desert of Egypt to Canaan, the land of abundance, the land of plenty, the land of joy, peace, happiness. And the reason why it's joy, peace, and happiness that would derive from coming into this land of opportunity, this land where all of your desires can be met. When you really come in to such a land, is where you come to discover that that whole story have nothing to do with secular history. It is not a literal story that is speaking of men and women who lived thousands of years ago. No, it's a story all about the mind, where you can live in a place of lack and scarcity, a place of mediocrity. That is referred to as Egypt. But until you find your mosaic side, which is your true essence, your reason for living, because Moses means to be born, or to be taken out of the water. When you was taken from the womb of your mother, and most of the body is water, so you were surrounded by water in a basket in the womb. That's your first birth. And it brings you into a captive place because your body is subject to your mind. In other words, your body is a slave to the mind. So Pharaoh become the dominant thoughts that would rule and govern over you. Therefore, when you understand your birth, your physical birth, it will also help you to understand your spiritual birth. And how can you experience a spiritual birth outside of the renewing of your mind? It can't happen because it's all mental, it's all psychological. So in short, I'm teaching you that this story must be understood metaphysically. It must be understood esoterically. It must be understood psychologically, because it must be pointing you to look inwardly to realize that it is your own thoughts that is creating your reality and creating your personality. That is why, as a man thinketh, where in the subconscious region of himself, the invisible place, so shall he express himself in the visible, tangible, physical place of the five senses, the place of matter. So everything that is matter was once energy, which is spirit. So my brothers and my sisters, when you understand who Moses is really all about, then you will understand why I tell you that no one knows the burial or the burial place of Moses, because where you will bury your old self, you will never go back to that place of scarcity and mediocrity and false identity. You'll never go back to that place again. Never. It is impossible. You can't turn back as long as your eyes been open to who you are. So my brother, my sister, when you read that story in the Bible, it all have to do with the human psyche. It's all about you coming to knowledge of who you are which is the knowledge of self, to discover that you have in you the power to achieve your every desire and claim what is yours. And then you realize that there was a point in your life where you were actually seeing yourself like a little grasshopper that could be easily crushed and run over. But then you had a switch. You had a shift. You had a renewing, a reprogramming of your subconscious, because you was willing to unlearn and relearn. And you was willing to reprogram your subconscious mind. And so because you were willing to do that, when the old man is buried, it can never be found. There will be a new you, living a new life, seeing the world from a different angle, seeing the world from a place of enlightenment, seeing the world from a place of self-knowledge, a place of being awakened. And so, my brothers, my sisters, when you destroy the giants, distractions, the limiting beliefs, the old traditions, the systems that are keeping you bound, when you defeat all of those, that is you overcoming your giants and taking what belongs to you. Do you realize that your mind belongs to you and you must be in control of your mind? You mustn't let anyone control your mind for you. Do you realize that you're the only one can have a thought for yourself? No one can have a thought for you. Do you realize the power you have when you're in control of your mind? So people think Canaan land is geography. No. People think the land of opportunity is geography. So they go to another part of the world thinking things going to be better. And so they sell themselves into a dream that isn't real. But the real dream and the real dreamer takes place within. That's why the dynamic is. That's why it takes place. So my brothers, my sisters, you have to get rid of your feeble mindset. You have to get rid of your mindset of doubt and fear and guilt and shame and condemnation and false identity. You have to get rid of that completely in order to come into the land, the place where all things are possible to you, the place of fatness, Canaan land, the land flowing with milk and honey. That's not geography, brothers. That's psychology. That's why I'm pointing you to look inwardly and to learn to love yourself, believe in yourself, and embrace yourself. And understand that the Bible must be used to bring you anything that you desire in this world, because you understand it metaphysically and esoterically. You understand it psychologically. You understand that from the beginning to the ending, it all have to do with the human psyche, and it's all a great psychological drama. And so you start to play out the psychological drama in your mind, and you choose to dwell where? In Canaan land. You don't want to go back to Egypt. You choose the better life. You choose a more accomplished life, a more purposeful life. So my brothers and my sisters, with you going forward from 2023 to 2024, don't make people tell you, well, this time of December it's pagan and it's not really the new year. The new year don't happen before all of that. My brothers and my sisters, when you understand how the mind really works, you realize that the real Christmas takes place in you. You realize everything is in the now, and you don't get chopped up on those kind of things, because those things are just there to distract you. But most of the world is vibrating towards this being the last day of the year, and then you're moving into a new year. And so you ride that wave to get a message over to your people, to show them it all goes back from you having a crossover or a shift. And that the whole symbol about what all that is about. So whether it's in October or whenever other month, it's still the now. Don't get chopped in time. And that is why I'm saying to you, I choose this time. When many people are crossing over, people are going to make New Year's resolution, they're going to do all of these things. Because why? They're trying to cross over. And in the story of Exodus, which I'm telling you here, it was about what? A crossing over. It's a shift. And so people who look at the Bible from an astrological standpoint, they'll talk about the winter solstice and the summer solstice and so on, and they'll tell you now that the sun is going through a certain cycle, and this the 25th was like the shortest day, and so on and all of that, and it is having hope, and the sun rising again and bringing light. It's the same thing. It's all about a shift. So in this time, they keep you very, very busy. They keep you very much distracted if you do not understand the story of coming out from the barren desert of Egypt to the fat land of Canaan, the land of fatness. My brothers and my sisters, come into your greatness. Greatness is in you. Rise to a higher level. You must evolve. You must vibrate on a higher level. So it is me encouraging you to have a blueprint, have a plan. Believe in yourself before you even start writing out your plan. Because you have to believe in what you're going to write down. And you're going to affirm those things. Things you want to accomplish in 2024. You can't change the system from still giving you January 2024. They're still going to give you that. So, you just overlook that. You understand? Knowing that you live in the present tense. You know that you are eternal. You know you have no beginning, you have no ending. You have no mother, you have no father. You know all of that. You're pure consciousness. Because you know that you're pure consciousness. And you know consciousness will create reality, because the real reality is consciousness itself. So it creates the tangible things that you can contact in the five senses in this physical world. And you want to live in this physical world at your highest level. Being the best version of yourself. So why not use the knowledge to empower yourself, knowing that it's all about you. It's your spiritual autobiography that must be interpreted psychologically. It all has to do with your psyche. So my brothers and my sisters, fix your thinking as you move into the new year. If you're listening to me, you're blessed. But if you put what I'm saying to practice in your life, then you will experience what it really means to be blessed and to be chosen and to go into the promised land. You will know it, because it's only you alone will experience the change that you experience in your life. Nobody else will experience the change in your life, and it is coming in some small, very subtle ways that you wouldn't even realize. But as it expands and expands and expands, and you start to see more and more of God's favors in your life, then you will realize that the life that you have is God's life, and you must live like a God. So my brothers and my sisters, go forth in 2024 with the mindset of a God. Live like a God, talk like a God, walk like a God, make love like a God, do everything like a God. Be conscious of your God self. Be conscious of your higher self, because only your God self could enter into Canaan land. Because you have to have the mindset of Joshua and Caleb. Those are mindsets he's telling you about. Overcoming mindset. You must understand the conscious and the subconscious mind. How to work on the conscious wall and the subconscious wall. how to live from the super conscious. So my brothers and my sisters, let this message really challenge you to be the best version of yourself. You do not have to force. Manifesting must be done effortlessly. It must be done effortlessly. Okay, so let us bring our energy together with our desires. Okay, now I make sure that I put something in place for those people who have been listening to me over the years, and for those who are new, I would have put a crash course together for those who are new and would like to study the Bible and get to understand the Bible better. I give them the foundational groundwork in a course. And that course is called Specialized Bible Study for Abundance and Prosperity. It is specialized. Okay, specialized knowledge I'm sharing with you. And also I've uploaded my book, The Secret Vagina, Mystery of the Virgin Birth, and it's already on Amazon as I speak to you. So I'm encouraging you to get that book. Okay, it's already on Amazon. And for those who want to do the crash course, after the crash course, I'm going to continue. Okay, for people who pay monthly, I'll be doing teachings on that Patreon. It's a Patreon account and so on. And I'll be doing a lot of teaching in terms of Bible study, where we go into the Bible and actually read the Bible. I spend a little bit more time with you. That is why some people will be paying a monthly fee. But I'm starting with the crash course because I want to start with people from scratch also. Okay, because I want to give more of my time and my energy to teaching this. Okay, and going more into the Bible and get people more involved in the Bible, because you see, we cannot help our people if we do not know the Bible. You can't make them think that the Bible is a book that is no good and they should just burn it and throw it away. No, you have to teach them how to use it and how to use reverse psychology and free themselves from every form of mental slavery and economic slavery. So, as I come to a close here, let me say, if this is the very first time you listen to me, what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you and you haven't subscribed already, I definitely want to encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to share this video. Also, I'll definitely encourage you to get all of my books, and all of the links are down below. Everything that you need to know, all of the links are down below. Also, you can become a part of my Patreon community, and I have a course there for people donating $20 or more. It's called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciousness. And along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. So whatever you may need, okay, whether it's a coaching or whatever, okay, just reach out to me. But for now, I want to say peace, love you all, out.